Hi, I'm Kenny Anderson, Director of Multicultural Affairs for the City of Huntsville. And once again, we have another edition of Getting to Know Your Police. We're thankful that you have taken this time to spend with us because we're having a great time introducing you to some of Huntsville's finest. Today we have another special guest in the studio to be able to share information with us about her role with Huntsville Police Department. She's Officer Lauren Mitchell, and she's with the North Precinct. We welcome her to the broadcast today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's great to have you. You know, we've been having a lot of fun with this Getting to Know Your Police because I've been able to see different personalities and different backstories, and our whole purpose is to just help the community learn more about you as a person, the human side of being who you are. You're a police officer, that's your job, but you obviously have other things going on as well.
Absolutely.
And those are some of the things we want to hear about today. So, are you from Huntsville?
I'm from Lincoln County, Tennessee.
Okay. And how did you get to this area?
Well, I've worked for the city for 13 years, so I have drove back and forth, and I moved down here in 2006.
Okay. And you had an interesting journey towards becoming a police officer. Tell us about that, because you started out in one role and now you've transitioned into another.
I did. I started with the city of Huntsville when I was 20, answering telephones, and worked my way up to be the magistrate for the city of Huntsville Municipal Court. Working with the city of Huntsville police officers made me want to do it even more. And so I decided to go ahead and put in for it, and here I am.
Is there one thing or a couple of things that was especially attractive to you when you were looking at this career change and this opportunity to move from being a magistrate to a police officer? Because obviously it was very fulfilling for you.
Yes, just getting out there on the streets, getting to know people, enjoying what you do every day. You know, there is not a day that goes by that I don't get up and look forward to going to my job. And I don't really consider it a job. You know, I love getting out and meeting people. I love helping people. And that's the main reason why I wanted to swap over, because, you know, it's not just sitting behind a desk every day. I did that for over 10 years. So now I get to be out there with my fellow officers and just serving the community.
So you would call yourself a people person.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And people thrive around people. So now you have a great opportunity to interact with the public in a lot of ways.
I do.
I would imagine there's no typical day for you.
No, sir.
Course of a given day, what kind of things might go on for you?
Your typical day, you know, I'm second shift. I start my day at 2:30. We go to roll call. You know, we are told what to look for during the day, any bolos that are given out, anything like that. And then...
Which is a be on the lookout.
Yes,
somebody
sir.
may not know that.
Right, sir. Be on the lookout, stolen vehicle, you know, missing person, missing child, runaway, anything that people call in. You know, there's a lot of citizens that would like us to patrol their area. So we get a list of those. And then getting out there and starting my day. You know, nothing's routine. You know, I could get a call as soon as I go 10-8, you know, as soon as roll call's over with. So it's not your average day. You get out there, you look for things. You know, my main goal is to protect the streets and to get the bad guy off the street.
You know, one of the things that I've always, before I really started moving through this community many years ago now, but really understanding police work. And I've watched a lot of TV. And I saw this role of a police officer on TV and realized that there was just so much more to a police officer than chasing people all the time.
Right.
And isn't that one of the things that the public may not necessarily understand, that, you know, you could easily find yourself in a situation where you're assisting somebody who has had some kind of a problem, where you're talking to somebody, giving them a word of encouragement, where you're sitting at a desk filling out paperwork or processing some information, where you're talking on the phone trying to calm someone down. I mean, there are all these other things that make up your job.
Exactly.
And isn't that one of the things that a lot of people may not know about what you do?
Exactly. You know, we do it all. We could be counseling somebody one day. We could be, You know, a lot of people just want somebody to talk to, you know, because they don't have anybody to talk to. And with me personally being a female, you know, with some children, I can relate because I have children. So from coming from a female officer, they might, you know, look up. I mean, I want to be a role model. You know, I want people to know that, to not be scared of police officers, because a lot of people have this impression that we're only here to put people in jail, and that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
We only put people in jail that need to be in jail.
Well, you obviously take a lot of pride in the work that you do.
Absolutely.
And I think you do it probably with a cheerful spirit. I don't know if I'd be too mad if you stopped me and I was speeding and you gave me that smile, for example.
I present this smile every day. You know, if I pull a vehicle over, you know, the first thing I do is say hello and present them with a smile, because I love what I do. I love it.
It's got to be disarming too, because, you know, people get really tense when they're stopped and they don't know what's about to happen, and they know they've been a bad person and have done something wrong probably.
Right. If they're nervous, they're going to make me nervous.
Yeah.
So I try, even though they have committed a violation, I try to make it as comfortable for them as possible.
Yeah.
And if they are still nervous, then there's something else wrong.
I think something else impresses me about police work, and that you guys have to really think about a lot of things. I mean, and there's no script necessarily. Of course, you've had training and you have ongoing training, but each situation kind of dictates its own script. And you have to be thinking about a whole lot of things. So you have to have a broad range of knowledge, a broad range of awareness, a broad range of preparation. I mean, you just have a lot to think about.
All of it. You know, body language is the number one key. You know, you have to kind of be a people person and kind of read people, and every situation's different. You know, it could be hostile, it could be, you know, just giving somebody a traffic violation. So you definitely have to be aware of your surroundings and be aware and have eyes open at all times.
Yeah. I imagine you've answered this already, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Sure.
What's the best part of the job for you, the thing that really makes your juices flow and you just get all excited on a daily basis?
Oh, there's several things. You know, there is nothing better than an adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
You know, just to get out there and to be seen, and know that if I can help one person at the end of my shift, then I know I've done my job.
Yeah, yeah. And as I've asked so many other officers before, just the whole notion of working as a team has to have a great value for you.
Teamwork is everything. You know, if you can't depend on your fellow officers to have your back, then, you know, I mean, it's nothing better. It's a comfort.
Yeah.
You know, to know that they're there when you need them.
Yeah. Do you see yourself with a long career as a police officer?
Absolutely.
Okay. So you just see yourself as doing this to the point that you just retire one day.
It's going to be a long time.
Well, absolutely.
But absolutely, yeah. I love police work. I love working with my fellow officers. Getting out there serving the community, you know, I absolutely love it.
Well, obviously you have a heart for the job. You went from doing one thing with the magistrate and I mean, the opportunity to do police work was so exciting. You went on ahead and did the academy thing. And what was that like for you?
The academy was the academy. I did not go to the military, so I kind of did not know what to expect. The first day was a very eye-opener for me.
Yeah.
Very boot camp. But, you know, they give you the training and the knowledge and the skill to go out here and to be successful.
Yeah.
And it was nothing but rewarding at the end. You know, walking across that stage for me, you know, March the 8th of last year and getting that badge was the greatest reward. And even, you know, my family there seeing me do it, because I'm the only police officer in my family. So having them there with me and me presenting my badge was the rewarding thing of all.
Well, congratulations on
Thank
that
you.
accomplishment.
Thank you.
And continued success in the work that you do.
Thank you.
Community, on behalf of the community, we're proud of the work that you do, and honored personally to have you in our studio today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. we want to thank you for being a part of our broadcast, and once again suggest that you continue to stay tuned for more profiles as we continue to introduce you to our community's finest, getting to know your local police. I'm Kenny Anderson. Have a great day.